Well, welcome to Oil Drip. Today, Linda and I are talking about hair and the health of your hair and your scalp and which essential oils can help with that. So we did have a post that went up and it talked about highlighting your hair with the lemon essential oil. And that's a fun one to do while it's still summertime. Get out there and absorb those natural sun rays and naturally highlight your hair. So that one's always fun, but it's also interesting to see how many of our oils are really good at promoting hair health and health of the scalp. What are some of the ones that stood out to you as being neat?
Well, I found so many because I thought, okay, every one of us has a bad hair day, and I especially. And also, we also are always putting all these. I thought probably I am really good at not having a lot of product that would put toxins on my body, except for where it comes to my hair, because I color my hair. And so that's the one. So I was really looking at things that would strengthen my hair, especially because I was just looking at all the different things that can actually impact your hair. And it's like stress. I knew a friend who was losing hair, and I know a lot of it was just stress in that period of her life and hormones and all of these things. So what probably, okay, so because I'm not on TikTok, but there's this thing going around on TikTok that with rosemary, you can actually steep rosemary tea, put, water, hot water, then put a couple drops of rosemary in it, make like a tea, put it in the refrigerator, and then actually spray it on your hair. And, so people were checking it out. I was just looking at, but when I went to doTERRA, yes, rosemary is one of those that you can actually has some regenerative properties and really can strengthen your hair. And if you actually, you can just put in your shampoo. You could actually just take a few drops, and you could actually use rosemary and lavender. I don't mind the smell of rosemary. I was actually like thinking, I can do that. It's very
herby,
actually very restful and herby, but you could actually combine it with lavender, which is another one that helps to grow it, and just put it with maybe a drop of coconut oil and just rub it into your scalp and let it set before you shampoo. Or if you're one of those people like me who probably wouldn't set for 30 minutes, if I intentionally do it, yes. But if it's not part of my routine, then I'd probably just put the drop of rosemary in my shampoo. Okay. So a lot of different ways to do it. But yes, rosemary probably is one of the top, along with lavender. But I have, and you can't see them sitting, maybe if let's see, can you see all those?
Yeah.
Yeah, those bottles sitting there. So those are all the ones that I found that, oh, wow. All of these actually would be good for the hair and the scalp.
Well, I read when I was reading through, there are a lot of oils, and they do say to combine it with coconut oil, like you said, just a little bit of coconut oil with and that was a lot of the recommended uses for those oils. Mm-hmm. But I also remembered how good castor oil is for your hair. Yeah.
Yes.
I love that castor oil. And one of the things that I discovered when I was doing a little more reading on the castor oil and on carrot seed. You have the carrot seed oil?
I don't.
No? Okay, so that carrot seed and castor oil, not together, but both have the same property of helping your hair to go back to the properties of producing the color for your hair. So if you're somebody who's starting to get the gray and you want to postpone the gray, if you use castor oil or the carrot seed oil, that'll help bring back that color to your hair. So I thought that was pretty neat.
That's a really neat idea.
It kind of called it like restores. It restores those properties in your hair. And it also said with that carrot seed oil, like if we're talking about restoring, I didn't know this, but also good for declining eyesight, which makes sense with the eating a carrot, though I said it was good with your eyesight. Right. But yeah, that was kind of mixed in there with the hair. And so I thought that was neat. But then another surprising one that I thought was surprising that helps with hair growth is the celery seed.
Oh, that is a surprise.
Yes. That one, I think I remember some sort of, I don't know, maybe like urinary tract infection or something like that is what that one was good for. But I didn't know that it was also good for hair growth. So that was a new one for me.
Yes, I found, I think rosemary and lavender at the top, and actually doTERRA has a mask that you can actually use for your hair with rosemary and lavender. But then it combined it, of course, with coconut oil, and then 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar and 1/2 cup of honey.
Oh.
But that one was hard for me to think of putting into my hair, honey, because, oh my goodness.
That would be a mess.
So I would have to be really desperate for that. But I do think there were, I'm trying to think of the ones there was one for greasy hair that I was surprised at. Now, I don't have that problem, but maybe when I was younger, but you could just add your shampoo. You could add actually petitgrain to it. Which is not one of my most used oils. Or you could actually use lemon. And I thought, okay, lemon because it's cleansing, but you could add those to your shampoo as far as that. Let's see. Now, if you've got dandruff, here is another new one to me, was to use our new abode.
Oh, wow.
And it said, so abode, or, when we think of antifungal, the tea tree, the melaleuca was another good one for looking at that. But, and I think another one that I didn't think about for like hair loss was clary sage.
Yeah.
So, and any of them, you could use with your shampoo. You can use massaging them into your scalp. You could even put a few drops in with some distilled water in a spray bottle and just spray it into your hair and let it set. So
that's true. So I did an experiment this morning.
Okay.
So I found a recipe when I was looking for some different education on scalp buildup. So in the summer, it seems like I'll start playing with my hair and I'm like, oh, now I can feel like almost like soap scum, like shampoo scum on my scalp. So, and I've tried all kinds of things to get rid of that. I've like even gotten out like our scrubs and used those to do it, but then it leaves my hair all greasy. So it takes a couple days to get rid of that. But this one had the apple cider vinegar, like you mentioned, and then it combined lemon, grapefruit, and rosemary. And then there was also some water in it. And so what I had to do was I got out a comb and I would dip it in the mixture, and then I would comb it through all of my hair. And I was trying to make sure I got it down into my scalp too. So I combed it through all of my hair, and it'll get the buildup off of your hair and your scalp. So I combed it all through, and then I kind of pulled all my hair up on top of my head. I was over the sink, and I poured the rest of it, because it's quite a bit. I would say it's probably maybe like a cup and a half of liquid that you have. So then I just poured the rest of that on all of my hair, and then you sit for 20 minutes with that just soaking into your hair. And then afterwards, you just wash it all off just like you would regularly when you wash, shampoo, and condition your hair. And it definitely feels much healthier. And my hair is very soft and shiny from it too. So that was a new one for me. I really liked it.
Oh,
Yeah.
That is a really good one.
Yeah. So that one, the ingredients were just 2 tablespoons of the apple cider vinegar, and then 8 tablespoons of water, 8 drops of rosemary, 6 drops of lemon, and 4 drops of grapefruit. And then you just get it all over your head and your hair. And then I just put a towel on it and let it just stay on my head for 20 minutes before I jumped in the shower. Yeah.
That's an easy one.
Yeah, it's easy. And I had all the ingredients, so that was great.
Yeah, that many times that is a deciding factor. Do I have the ingredients?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah, so there's quite a few. I think when we were talking before, we even talked about lemongrass. I know that's a strong oil, but that one was also good for, I think, dandruff. And
yes.
it was one where you mixed it in with your shampoo. So it wasn't mixed with the oils. It was mixed with your shampoo, and you put that in your scalp. So just a couple drops. So that could be another great use for lemongrass. I know we use that one a lot in our family.
Right.
I think there were any others that were interesting. Oh, my computer doesn't want to move now that it's.
Well, one of them that I found also was thyme, and I know that thyme was mentioned on doTERRA, but thyme is a strong aroma. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's really strong. I think you'd have to be very careful and really only put like 2 drops with 2 tablespoons of carrier oil if you're going to use that on. And then again, leave it in for 10 minutes. But it can help promote hair growth, and also it stimulates, and it can actively prevent hair loss. And I can believe thyme is a strong oil. It would do what it set out to do.
Yeah, you do. You want to be very careful that you don't get that in your eyes or anything.
Right, and that would not be my first choice at all. I mean, it was a surprise, but it was mentioned, so I looked up about it. But geranium was also mentioned, and on doTERRA's website. So you have lots of alternatives. And then there's also this time of year, school starting, kids are riding on the bus and they're close to each other. And I don't know if your children ever have, but I remember my daughter was sitting by someone on a bus and who had a lot of big hair, and she got the very favorite thing parents don't want to hear: your child has lice. And so there are things that you could actually wash your child's hair with that would help give them some protection. But then there's also there's a blend that you could use of arborvitae, tea tree, rosemary, Shield, and lemon eucalyptus. And the recipe actually said 25 drops of each of those, or it says 75 drops of abode. Yeah, that's a lot. That would make that you put it in a 4-ounce spray bottle.
Okay.
So you would fill the rest with distilled water and then just spray your head and scalp liberally.
Combing it or something.
Yeah, well, it says let it set for 20 minutes, then shampoo, and then you do your lice comb.
Oh my.
So prevention is the best thing.
Uh-huh.
Shampooing that hair ahead of time and putting some of these things on it, like even tea tree that would, in with the shampoo, things that would just sort of tend to, keep those little crawly things at bay.
Yeah, a bug repellent for your hair.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, I remember when I was in elementary school and the nurse used to come in and she would check every kid's head in the classroom. I don't think they do that anymore in schools, but I remember they did that when I was little.
I don't think they did.
You always sit there with your fingers crossed like, please, not me.
I remember the principal coming around and checking every kid in my room's hair. And I was like, oh my.
Goodness. Well, hopefully that epidemic, I don't know if it has or not gone down any.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
Either. Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, yeah, so essential oils for any hair issues or repellents or whatever it might be.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully now you have a stash of essential oils for your hair, whatever your hair health might be. I think, let's see. I don't know. We're getting really close to convention this year. It's almost new product time. We've got just a couple more weeks, I think. I'm trying to look at all my calendars here. I think we have like 2.5 weeks or something until we find out what the new products are. So hopefully everybody else is getting excited. We know a few of them. We know about this new line for our metabolic health. So I can't wait to get that and get some sort of results that we can share with everybody so everybody knows what this product is and what it can do for us. So I'm really excited for that product. Are you excited about that one?
I am. I'm really excited to learn more and learn how it works together with what I'm already doing for my health. And so I think it'll be a nice thing. They're just some things that have really intrigued me about what I've read so far.
Yeah, me too. Yes, I'm really interested in this product. So it also has oils in with it too. So it's not just a supplement, there are oils. But then I think there are possibly maybe like 5 or 7 new essential oils coming as well. And then some other mystery products. So to wait and see.
Oh my.
I think it's around the 15th. I think that's the day. I think it's September 15th that they will release those. Does that sound right, Linda?
I think, yes.
I think it's the third day.
The 14th. Well, 14th is on a Wednesday. So yeah, 14th.
That's registration day for everybody who's there live. So I think the 15th is when they'll share all that. So Linda and I will try and get as much information as we can. We're going to attend the online convention and we'll share all of that with everybody. So, yes. All right. Well, stay tuned for that. And we'll be back again next week with some more essential oil tips. Hold on. My screen, I got it. See you later.